You remember we had this meeting previously, not long time ago, I think about 3 weeks or 1 month now, and we set up some joint committees to review some of the issues. But because of the protests which took place in the country, things didn't go as fast as we would have wished. And before we now convened that meeting to review what our joint committees had worked on, we now got this notice of declaration of trade dispute from the union. So for us here in the ministry, we continue where we stopped, and then we will report progress on what we set out to do from our earlier meeting. And then if there are new things, we will together discuss them and hopefully find ways to make progress so that we can address the issues which are before us, which are agitating the leadership of the association. And I want to continue to reiterate two things. One, that we share with you, with the President, his desire to have stability in the education system. And then we also share with you your vision for the education system. Because the tertiary education, especially the universities, are not just national, but they're international institutions. So we all have standards that we ought to meet. And so we'll continue, the government will continue to do what is right. The President has committed himself to having an education system which is the pride of everybody and the nation. And then we also want to be sure that our students, remain on campus. We don't want students to be anywhere other than on the campus, given the situation we have been experiencing in the country. Of recent, our people have done so much. The security have been doing their part to ensure security is maintained. And but however, we want to be sure we don't have any situation where any student will be out of the campus. You remember what happened last 2 weeks when medical students from Maiduguri and Kano on the plateau were on their way to one of the universities for a program. And you know what happened. We are happy that security have been able to rescue them. And so it's just to draw our attention to the fact that everything must be done to ensure that we keep our campuses ongoing and with the kind of stability which our President has enjoined us to sustain. But we can assure you, Mr. Chairman, and your people, that this government is about concern about the progress of facilities, development of staff, and their welfare, as we all are. Of course, there are challenges here and there, competing needs here and there, but that notwithstanding, for certain, this government is quite committed to giving the university system the best that it deserves. So once more, we want to thank you for coming and appeal that we maintain a very open mind and look towards solutions to the issues raised. So once more, thank you, and God bless us all. Thank you.
As you said, it's a meeting convened to look at what we have, the one we had in the past, and where we are. And we thought the meeting would have held before we had our next meeting, but it didn't hold. And because of the issue raised and agitation of our members, and having waited for 15 months, so our belief was that when this government came in, we don't need to have any issue, but they were involved in the process that resulted in the suspension of the strike the last time. As we all know, but the whole world knew, the person who was coordinating the resolution then was the President Chief of Staff to the President. So we thought that when we came in, this issue would have been resolved as quickly as possible. But in 15 months, virtually all the issues have not been resolved. So we believe that from this meeting, we're going to have some landmarks of what we can tell our members, and then we evaluate what we have done and what we will do in the next, I think we have just about 10 days left, and see what we'll do, and then we're going to go to our members, and then we can take a decision.